It has been a very busy day at the state capitol. The Senate passing 4 different bills today.
And that includes a gun control measure and the so-called child influencers bill. Fox 9's Corin Hoggart has tracked these bills from day one. And Corin, bring us up to date on what all of this means.
Yeah, Kelsey and Amy, first of all, it means that you will not be able to own a gun where a single pull of the trigger fires more than 1 bullet. The binary triggers are banned in a bill that was right there alongside an increase in punishments for straw purchases, where someone legally buys a gun but for someone who's not allowed to buy one. That part of the bill actually had bipartisan support, but Republicans said the binary trigger ban could make legal gun owners less safe.
I heard many people talking about protecting law enforcement. It was binary triggers that took the life of police officer in Fargo and 2 police officers and a first responder in Burnsville. This was language that was brought to us by the BCA and the Department of Public Safety.
This is not the solution. There are elements in this bill that are good, but confiscation of guns is not the solution, especially when criminals don't follow the law, and that provision will only be targeted on law-abiding citizens.
The bill passed 34-33 on a straight party line vote, and it's already passed in the House, but because of an amendment, there is still some work to do on the bill before it gets to the governor for a signature. And notably, the safe storage bill that also passed in the House this week seems unlikely to pass in the Senate after Hermantown Democrat Grant Hochschild announced he'd vote against it. But Democrats did get another priority pass today. The state will try to cut down on sexual and financial exploitation of children on social media. A bill now passed in both the House and Senate says adults cannot make money on social media content where they use kids under the age of 14.
There are children online whose parents put them in increasingly distasteful clothing and content in order to generate views, which generates more money. Not only does that violate their privacy, but they're too young to even know that that's happening. This ensures that Minnesota is a place where that doesn't happen.
And kids older than 14 can be part of content where adults make money, but the adults have to put aside a portion of the money in a trust to save for the kids. That one actually had some bipartisan support. And for good measure today, Senate Republicans tried again to expel Senator Nicole Mitchell, this time in the first session since her silence at an ethics subcommittee hearing on Tuesday. That did not work, but it did keep the issue right there on the front burner as this session starts to wind down. Live at the Capitol, Corin Hoggart, Fox 9.